What if I told you that every pain you felt, every delay you faced, every door that closed in your life was not a mistake? What if everything, yes, everything, happens for a reason? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, your perspective on life will completely change. Life doesn't always go the way we expect. Sometimes we plan, we dream, we work hard, and still things fall apart. We lose opportunities, we face rejection, we go through pain we don't understand. And in those moments we ask, why is this happening to me? But what if the question is not why, but what is this preparing me for? The truth is, everything happens for a reason, even when we can't see it. There was once a young man who dreamed of success. He worked tirelessly, believing that one big opportunity would change his life. One day, he finally got that chance, a job he had always prayed for. But just before he could start, something unexpected happened. He was rejected. He was broken, confused, angry. He asked God, "Why would you give me hope just to take it away?" Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Nothing seemed to work. But during that time, he learned new skills, met new people, and discovered a passion he had ignored before. One day, he decided to take a risk and follow that passion. Slowly, things started changing. Opportunities came, not the ones he expected, but better ones. Years later, he looked back and realized if he had gotten that first job, he would have never discovered his true purpose. What once felt like rejection was actually redirection. The Bible reminds us in Romans 8:28, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Notice it says all things, not just the good moments, not just the victories, but also the pain, the failures, and the delays. Think about the story of Joseph. He was betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, and thrown into prison. For years, his life seemed like a series of unfortunate events. But in the end, he rose to power in Egypt and saved many lives. In Genesis 50:20, Joseph says, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done." What others meant for evil, God used for good. Sometimes life breaks you to build you. Sometimes God removes people from your life because they cannot go where He is taking you. Sometimes delays are not denials, they are preparation. You may not understand your situation right now. You may feel lost, confused, or even forgotten. But trust this, there is a purpose behind your pain. Every setback is teaching you. Every closed door is guiding you to the right one. Faith is believing even when you cannot see the full picture. So the next time something doesn't go your way, don't rush to complain. Pause, reflect. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? Where is this leading me? Because one day, everything will make sense. One day, you will look back and say, "Now I understand why it happened that way." If this message touched your heart, and life-changing stories, share this with someone who needs encouragement today. You never know whose life you might impact. Remember this, nothing in your life is